Well, as usual, fighting with the clutch actuator's a beast. I tried to get fancy. I was embarrassed to use my screwdriver method, so I made a little plastic tool to push on the cap. Here's an extra one like that, and it just gets cocked in there and gets crooked, so I reverted back to my crude methods. And what I ended up doing was just using two screwdrivers, one on this side and one on that side, and kind of walking it down so it didn't get crooked and wedged in there, and then just push on when it's finally square. Just get a little, not a hard push with two screwdrivers on that edge, and don't scratch the cylinder rod or you're going to cause trouble. But push those down there. It just popped right down in there. So now this is stuck in there. It's catching on the O-ring. That those chamfers I'm always talking about. There's a chamfer, it's a one-way, lets the O-ring pop in. Once it gets in its groove, it can't come out unless it shears off a bunch of rubber. So it's stuck in there now, pushed down in there and caught on that O-ring. So now you can take a breather and start getting the rest of the circus. Come on, camera. Try to get it going. Okay, the next step is going to be putting the snap ring or circlip in. With that, usually it's another fight. You have to push the cap further down into the bore and then hold it there while you put this circlip over, compress it, and get it snapped down into this groove. I'm not sure how much of that I want to video. This last step there were lots of harsh words. Let's just see how far it goes down in there. It's kind of hard to see. Let's see if it'll... Okay, it's being fairly cooperative. Oh, okay. Okay, it slid clear down in the bore. Now it's back up to that groove. My screwdriver's on it again. I wonder. Okay, now it's all the way down in the bore. If I can hold it there, the spring pressure is actually not too bad. I think all the tension of the O-ring on that bore is helping to hold it. So I'm going to fish this thing down in there, circlip, and get it into position, and then also get the snap ring pliers. Get it positioned where I can reach the ears. So there's absolutely no way to video this. Come on, come on. Oh man. Okay. I let the cap come back up in the bore. I was trying to get the tool more light, more light. Okay. Snap rings on there. I'll see if I can push that down into the bore. There it goes. That's good. And if I can hold it, see where it's at. Ooh, I think I might. Well, okay, it worked. No curse words. I'm happy. All right, I'll tap it and make sure it's seated in the groove, and then just look at it, make sure the little ears have opened all the way up like that and they're not compressed, and they've opened up all the way into the groove. Okay, that's success. Sweet. All right, now we can put the push nut is the next step. And I've been using this piece of PVC to push it on there, because the push nut, especially, like if you use a screwdriver, it'll pop one way and pop the other way. You need to push it down uniformly all at the same time, ideally. So if I can get it square and tap it with a hammer, it should pop on pretty straight. There it goes. That looks reasonable. Okay, see if I can get it. Yeah, I got it. Make sure it's seated the whole way around. There's not a whole lot of tension on it. The only tension that's on that push nut is the little arm on the position sensor trying to fight it, because it rides in that ring. That's the only thing trying to pull it off, so it's not a huge deal. I see the push nut looks a little eccentric. I'll whack it a few more times just to make sure it's fully seated down there. Yeah, that looks better. One of the fingers was kind of riding up over the lip. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. And that should be it for the actuators. The last thing is going to be the solenoids. I don't have those loaded up yet. I just want to make sure they're clean in there. And then again, put a bunch of silicone lube around the little chamfers so it'll guide them in there. The other trick with the solenoids is make sure you get the right one in the right hole, because they're identical and they can be flipped. So you have to watch your wiring. I've got a picture on my instructions to show you which wire goes to which one. This surface here, it's a little boogered up from me chiseling on it, but it doesn't hurt anything. There's a fat O-ring that goes here that seals just to keep dirt and crap out. And it's funny, it's the exact same solenoids on the HPU. The HPU don't have the fat O-ring at the base. It just has the 3 sealing functional O-rings inside, which kind of needs it more on the HPU than it does on this one, but for whatever. So if this surface is boogered up, it doesn't hurt anything, as long as you don't get down into the seal surface, I guess, would be past the first chamfer, where it starts, where the first O-ring rides to seal the pressure.